Judy.
Hey, Jude. What's up?
You know, same old. You?
Funny, was just thinking about you.
So, do I got amazing timing? Or are you always thinking about me?
You know, I could be cursing your name in my thoughts.
Oh, hey. I'm just glad you remember me at all. Because I got a favor to ask.
Here we go.
Ask away. It's never boring with you.
Interesting people aren't easily bored.
Not in your company. Okay, now that we've blown each other, what's up?
You're on a need-to-know basis. So, this particular mission don't require you to have no gun. Just a wetsuit.
Gotta say, I'm intrigued. Why the wetsuit?
Can't back out now. Just gonna have to use your imagination.
Really know how to reel me in, don't ya?
Ain't seen nothing yet.
All right, then, count me in. But I gotta warn you, I look great in a wetsuit.
Believe it when I see it.
Okay.
Dam out past Rancho Coronado. Know it?
No.
Sure. What about it?
Little, abandoned bungalow lakeside. Meet me there. At sundown.
Okay, is this a date?
Guess you'll have to find out. We'll have to. See ya, V.
Bye, take care. Alright, well, we back. Was not expecting that. I was trying to go way the heck over there, and then she decides to call. Yeah, we have never been this far. Yoink. Car.
Shoot!
People getting shot over there. Are you a police officer? That's a no. Shouldn't have turned around, buddy. Are you a police officer?
She attacked me!
Technically, I didn't touch you. Your buddy, on the other hand, that's a different story. $227. $275. She's just too easy to get a million things. What you got? Nothing else. Up to 130 health things. That's cool. I wonder if there's a max. If you can get over 100, I'm going to assume the max is probably like 999. What?
V, how you doing, honey? Listen, got a golden opportunity for you.
Word on the streets that when Waco says golden, it's usually a turd wrapped in crepe paper.
It's a sticky situation.
Okay.
Sticky? Wow, you're really selling this, Waco.
Job like any other. Just the client's will demanding.
Client's got every right to be demanding. What makes this one any different?
Wants everything to go exactly as planned. Willing to break the bank for it, too. Job like this needs your
I wonder if
magic
my
touch,
mouth
V.
moves.
Anyone less experienced it, just fuck it up.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Nope.
Now I'm sure it's a turd in crepe paper. So, what's the spec?
Hello? Wakako?
So you want me to murder someone?
Wait, this isn't the Dalai Lama? Must have gotten the wrong number. You didn't arrive in this pond yesterday, V. You know how the fish gets sliced.
Oh, I wish I knew what you were talking about.
The perp been proven guilty? Meaning he deserves to die, truly?
Do I look like a criminal prosecutor to you?
Yes.
What'd he do, exactly?
I'm not a beat reporter neither. You want the job or not?
Alright, I'm in.
Good. Client will be waiting for you by a car at the corner of 6th and Brandon.
That's not happening for a
In
while.
a car?
Client wants to tag along. Be there in person when you put a bullet through the guy's eye. Good luck.
Yeah, that's not happening for a while there, Wakako. I already said we have an agenda. Early evening. Early evening is like what? 5? 4? That's what I would say, at least. Let's see. I'm gonna say 5. $5:45. Well, I did say 5 twice, and I did say 4 once. So,
V, looking good.
I don't have a wetsuit.
You mean, considering the shit we've been through?
Well, factor that in and you look fucking amazing.
I don't... Am I supposed to have the suit?
Any news from the Moxers? Events? Ideas?
No. Don't see all that much of them.
How come?
You know how they are. Piss me off sometimes is all.
So what's the latest from Clouds? Know anything?
Nothing of any interest. Got a new situation, and everybody's trying to adapt. Me too.
Doesn't sound like it's all okay.
Doesn't mean it isn't.
Something got you down all of a sudden?
No.
Judy,
Can we please not talk about Clouds, the Mox, or Arasaka and Militech and how the world's going to shit? Just rather not think about any of that today. Anything dark.
Okay.
so ready to tell me what we're doing here?
Well, been tinkering with virtues a lot lately and figured out a way to scroll 2 actors' experiences at the same time. Thought we could try it out. If you're down, of course.
What does that have to do with the wetsuit?
How does one marry 2 separate neural tracks?
Well, at first I tried to create a single profile out of 2 data streams. Didn't turn out so great.
Must have gotten tangled up. Interference, white noise.
Yeah, effect was kind of like a bad art house. Couple tries in, though, I managed to isolate specific sensations.
So you load them onto separate neural tracks. No emo bogies. Not bad. What do I gotta do?
You, my friend, are just gonna scroll me a virtue.
That's it.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This could be my greatest work ever.
Okay.
Sounds like we could do this anywhere. Why did we come all the way out here? What is this place?
Cottage belonged to someone I knew. It sits empty now. I take the liberty to use it from time to time.
And that's where we're gonna scroll?
No, we're gonna scroll underwater.
I don't
Nope,
have the
no
wetsuit.
way. Bad idea. Tell her to find some other yes woman.
What do you say? You in?
Why would you say that?
I don't know. Don't like the idea, that's all.
Classic Johnny.
It's just, when I think about the dark, the deep, palms that I don't fucking have get clammy with sweat I don't secrete.
You're more than welcome to stay on shore. Hell yeah, I'm in.
Awesome. So, let's go. Got the hardware here.
I don't have a wetsuit. Where am I supposed to have gotten one? Like, where do you even get one? I went to a clothing store. I didn't see no wetsuit.
All right. Get that booty of yours suited
Ah,
up. Let's get this scroller on you.
Look pretty damn fine in that wetsuit.
Should see me in my Max Tech uniform.
Whoa. Mean you have one?
Indeed I do. Won it in a bet. Still hangs in my closet, waiting for the right occasion.
Huh. I'm gonna hold you to that. Haven't even asked me if I know how to swim.
I don't.
Not worried I'll just sink to the bottom like a bag of rocks?
A bag of rocks? Come on, don't sell yourself short.
Water's
I guess I
toxic,
do then.
that not a problem?
Whole reason we're suiting up.
Oh, what kind of place we living in?
Alright, let's do this. Whew, freezing ass water, here I come.
Okay, we're all set. You go first.
I'm not gonna take the flippers. Guess not.
Stay close behind me, and don't descend too fast.
How come she... What? Okay. How come she's got flippers? Oh,
Where
now
are we
I
headed,
do.
exactly?
About halfway to the deepest point.
But why we
It'll
gotta
be
go
pitch
underwater?
black, but the currents are gentle. Ought to be safe.
There's a
Want the
highway
precise
down here?
coordinates?
Now why bother? I'll just stick close to you.
Okie dokes.
What the heck kind of place? Seems like to you and more than just...
Virtues are more to you than just a way to churn out eddies, huh?
Well, duh. Think paintings, songs. They're meant to produce emotion responses.
Generally how any kind of creativity works, sure.
Right, so art's a casing, trigger for emotion. Well, BDs are emotion in near pure form.
You're really slow at swimming. Bro, I swear if there's a shark or something that comes flying out at me, you're gonna hear some screams. I don't do underwater.
This is it. Swim over here and look straight at me, will you? Great. Great. Signal's clear. Just need your help with a few basic checks. Need to calibrate our gear. First up, motion sensors and scrolling. Circle around me. Swim.
Meow.
Great. Motion calibrated. Now swim hither. Next up, sound check. I'm gonna hum a song. You give me the title. Read me?
I got no clue.
I know that. Eddie Sorrentino, only you.
Never did go in for sentimental stuff. Got stuck in my head lately, though, that one. Alright, that ought to do it. We are now.
Synced. What now?
Prepare to have your mind blown. Wait for it.
Don't be a megalodon. What'd you even just
Now
do?
grab this and hold on tight.
Down we go.
What the heck? What's going on? She looks very different without her hair like that. Or visible.
Impressive, huh?
Oh, what the heck?
That's incredible. What is it?
A
Our
town.
very own Atlantis. Used to be called Laguna Bend. Just 15 years ago, people still lived here.
Yeah, I remember. NC Dam Limited made plans to build a dam. People protested, and the rest is history. Houses, playgrounds, all flooded.
That's crazy.
Got some connection to this place, right?
You got it. Grew up here. Haven't been back since Laguna Bend was wiped off the map.
Wow. Why are you showing me this?
It's important to me. Got a feeling this will be perfect for my experiment.
Why does this stand to be perfect?
Hoping you'll be able to pick up all the unfiltered mess of emotions this place brings out in me. Like it or not, you'll react to those feelings. That's what I want to capture.
Sounds Nova. Let's do this.
What does that mean?
Played this moment coming back so many times in my head. Taken me years. Working up the nerve for this.
Why didn't you come earlier?
Good question. Easy answer would be that I didn't have time. Gear, stars weren't ever aligned. Truth is, the very idea just felt weird. Besides, didn't want to come here alone. Or with some rando.
Could have come with Evelyn. Maiko. Even though we all know Maiko wouldn't have done it. This is crazy. Imagine something like this. And I'm sure this has actually happened. In fact, I'm like pretty sure it has. I don't know where, but I feel like I've heard of that. Search for
Flo's
clues.
Diner, best eatery in town. Only one at that, too. Burgers weren't amazing, too greasy. Big. Of course, I say that now. Back then, they were the best thing I'd ever chewed and swallowed. And next door, that's where we lived. Me and my grandparents. Just let me know when you want to forge ahead.
I'm hoping that we got enough oxygen here. Because you already know if you're telling me to explore, I'm gonna be exploring. Right next door. Oh, here we go.
Got something here. Looks like an old photo cam.
DPI 350. Practically an antique.
Like it?
You kidding? It's awesome.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna pick it up.
Weird place for a framed picture.
Water probably carried it out of someone's house. Anything to make out?
No, not much.
That's two. Is that a bottle? Okay, that would not happen. No, it's just a stupid sign again. What else?
Looks like this fell off your one and only eatery.
Let's see now. Your childhood tasted like scop dogs from Capitan Caliente with habanero sauce extra hot. Of course, tasted even better when you stole them off the stand.
You know what they say. It ain't caliente if it don't burn on the way in and out.
True. Hockey stick. I knew that was gonna mean something.
Hockey stick? Is there a skating rink here?
I wish. Played street hockey on rollerblades.
Quit schmoozing, Alphonse. We're losing because of you. Connie! You're dead meat anyway. Will you go out with me? Sorry, you gotta go. They're calling.
That's creepy.
What about your parents?
Dad was never in the picture. Mom died when I was tiny. Can barely remember her. Still have her picture, but, you know, see a stranger there.
Judy, watch out for her cuties. She can't even afford to have parents.
What was that? Those voices.
Voices? Didn't hear anything but you just now.
Okay.
was it like, living with your grandparents? How were they?
Granddad had a real knack for things technical, taught me everything I know. And the stories he told, never got bored listening to him. And Grandma was temperamental. Hot 1 second, cool as steel the next.
Where'd your grandparents go? Night City?
Yeah, for a couple years. Rented the unit that's mine now. But they hated the city. Moved up to Oregon. And still go and visit them sometimes.
Here, take this camera. Better off in your hands than sitting here collecting algae.
Gosh, thanks.
I mean, you could have just taken it, whoa, yourself.
Let's keep going, Judy.
Aye, aye, Captain. Follow me.
Well, you left it. You're just leaving my gifts. That's cool. Guess it wasn't good enough.
We're looking
you.
for anything in particular here?
Nah, can't hurt to look around though. Picking up very chill vibes. Feels like we're outside of time, like in a snow globe.
Vibe
After
check.
that, we can see what lies up ahead.
An umbrella.
It's hard to imagine anything that could be more out of place in an underwater world.
Bottled water?
Touche, Judy, touche.
What a weird word. Why are you just dropping lights around? Who do you think you are? Some light bug?
I gotta say, don't really get why they left their wheels behind when they had to evacuate.
Hey, how old do you think I am? These hunks of metal have got half a century on them. When I was about yay high, they were already here. And not in much better shape. It's good cover for playing Max Tack and Psychos, though.
One more clue. I don't know. How do you like switch? It's like it's occupied as talk to Judy. How do you switch to the other thing? I don't even know how it did switch. Who's near the gas station? This is, in fact, a gas station. Ah, there we go.
This isn't yours?
Poor thing. Been here all alone for 20 years.
So it is yours.
No. It was Jenny Chapman's.
You took her doll?
As if. Hid it. It was a monster.
You hid it? Why?
'Cause I thought only losers played with dolls. What I really wanted was for her to notice me. Ah, the days when dolls were just kids' toys and nothing else.
Want to see what's further on?
Come on then, want to show you something. Got no idea how weird it feels swimming through here.
Where you
Imagine.
used to run as a kid. Where daily life grinded along. Can imagine it a bit.
Imagine where you grew up. Say for like 10 years, 20 years, however long. Then you come back, and it's just flooded.
Church hasn't aged at all. Always looked old and like it had landed here from outer space. Bells were cracked too. Gave off this eerie, atonal clang. Weird, I had no memory of that seconds ago. Now I can almost hear them.
I hear them.
Don't know how it's possible, but I think I hear those bells too.
Seriously? You can hear my memories? It must be a side effect. Ah, closed. Shame.
Could look for another way inside.
Be my guest.
No, bust a way in. I could open.
You like going to this church?
Never actually went to church. never even really paid attention to it. It was just there, you know? Once we knew Laguna Bend was to be flooded, people gathered here to plan a protest.
Did it achieve anything?
Look around.
How do we get inside? Like actually crazy though. That'd be really cool, but kind of sad at the same time. Don't tell me I can't go through here. I'm that fat? Hello? I could fit. Wow, okay. Guess not. Gotta lay off the Cheetos. Here we go.
Found an opening. Think we're safe to go through here.
On my way. Hey, found a way in. Through the roof.
What?
Snuck in here once when no one was around. Stood at the altar and tried to imagine what went through the Padre's mind, looking at all those people. Back then, I wondered how he could read people's thoughts, and know everything about them. Then I screamed at the top of my lungs to check the acoustics.
Relic malfunction.
Reading you worse than worse.
Huh? I read you loud and clear. Everything all right?
Uh-oh. That's not good.
V! Please!
Oh, thank fuck. You're alive.
What happened?
You passed out.
How'd you manage to lift me out?
Dunno, didn't think about it. Just did what I had to do. Hey, careful, easy now.
Look what you did, Johnny.
So, you're saying you saved my life. Thank you.
Told you diving into this toxic waste was gonna end badly. But you just don't fucking listen.
Toxic waste. Is that your construct?
You? Heard him?
Heard's overstating. It's just surfaced in my head. A thought that wasn't mine or completely yours.
Please just ignore his babbling. It's a complicated relationship.
Why do I even bother?
Doubt you should go back to the city just now. I'm pretty beat too. Last thing I want to do is drive. Let's stay the night. What do you think?
Stay where exactly? Are we gonna camp on the shore?
Nope. There. Our cottage for the day. How about it?
Why the hell not? Whose cottage is that then? You said you knew the owner.
One of our neighbors was hell-bent on staying in Laguna Bend. Badges literally dragged him out of his house before the water came in. So he built himself another house as close as he possibly could, but then he got sick. Water was way more toxic back then.
Why is it so toxic, though? There's that stupid thing again.
Must be chilled to the bone. I'll brew a pot.
Wow,
How do you
one
take
thing
yours?
left.
Milk and sugar, please.
Going all in, huh?
I don't drink coffee.
Ah, forgot to start the generator.
A generator. What's next? Jacuzzi? Finnish sauna?
No, but there is running water.
I could turn it on.
You're gonna take it easy.
Promise to take it slow.
After stealing from this dead guy. We're still doing this recording thing. Does that mean, like, they're still in my thoughts? Get out of my head! I already got Johnny in here, bro. I don't need another one. A toilet. It is dark in here.
Think you could have fine-tuned the emotive wave transmitters better back there. Got some serious surges from you a few times.
Speaking of harm's way, know what I see living in here? Walking, talking corpses.
Why does that sound weird?
Power's up. Your little spa is open for business.
So be careful. Of course I will be.
Judy?
Uh-oh.
What was that? Couldn't hear you clearly. Something the matter?
No, nothing.
That was quick. Only took 2 seconds.
You thinking about Evelyn?
Clouds has gone to shit. Tiger Claw No Next took revenge for Hiromi and the rest. There was a firefight. Tom's dead. Roxanne barely got out alive. House is closed until further notice. I'd rather not talk or think about it. I didn't want to tell you. Wanted this to be just our day. I wanted.
It is ours.
Of course, they add the music. Well, that happened. My clothes. Am I not wearing? No, we are. Find Judy. Whatever happened to my coffee? take. Like, did you even make it? Well,
Will you sit with me a while?
no.
Here's your coffee. Finally.
Morning.
Yeah, finally.
So, yesterday. What was that exactly?
Don't remember, or you want me to remind you?
You know exactly what I'm trying to say. What did it mean? Like to you?
Drink. Still have that injection spot.
I mean, I hope it was the beginning of something nice. Unless you see things differently.
Ugh. Can be such a gonk sometimes. Ruined my plans, you know that. Was gonna leave Night City in the dust for good. Even started packing. But now I think I gotta stay.
Drink. There's nothing even in this cup.
Why'd you want to leave?
I mean, she did say everyone at Clouds is dead.
You know, everything that
basically.
happened. Guess it just got to me. But now, from where I stand, Night City started to feel like the place to be. Give me your hand, B.
Why? What for?
Don't say anything. Just give me your hand. All set. Congrats. Just gave you unlimited access to my pad.
Let's go.
Asking me to move in?
If it's what you want. Or just drop by when the urge grabs you.
Don't know what to say. Nobody's ever done anything like this for me. Really shows trust. Wanna go there now?
You can if you want. Gonna stick around for a bit before I head back.
Judy versus Night City.
See ya, Judy.
I wonder what that achievement means. Well, so if I jump in this, will I die? No, it can't be that toxic. Later. Alright. I don't even know where the heck I am anymore. Oh yeah, I'm way the heck over here. So what are we doing? No. What's this one? No. Wait, what is this one? Oh, that's the Wakako thing. No, we're not doing that. We'll do... eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Then I'll just keep it with this one because it's already selected. How far? 4,000. Car.
V,
No.
it's a good thing you answered. I could probably use your help.
Bro.
Probably.
Fine. I could really use your help. Can we meet?
Deep breaths, Panam. Tell me what's going on.
Do you remember Saul? The leader of the clan I left?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Had a fallen out or something?
Doesn't matter right now. They nabbed him.
Oh.
This is just not suitable for a call, V.
Just tell me when and where.
You don't know how good it is to hear that.
Bro.
Swing by the Aldecaldos camp. I'll explain it all.
The Aldecaldos? Thought you parted ways.
Look, it's a long story. Just hurry over. I'm here.
I literally just start. I can't not. They're in a rush. We can't not go. What'd I tell you? What did I say? You can't plan anything. Where the heck is that stupid thing? Where did I even just come from? Hello? You can't plan anything, because these phone calls just happen, and then boom. New quest. Oh, you can go right here. Pan Am. Hold on a second. What do I still have? No, okay. Making sure I didn't have the wetsuit on.
V, it's good you're here.
What's up?
Had no idea you and the Aldecaldos had made up.
They continue to grind my gears something terrible. But, you know.
They're family.
Exactly.
What happened? Spit it out.
The Wraiths took Saul.
Who?
The Brick Brain ventured out with a small patrol and
Who are the
never came
Wraiths?
back.
Sure, it was Wraiths.
We've been observing their camp. We know they're holding prisoners, including someone important. We need to free Saul. I don't know why, but I felt I could count on you.
Always, Panam. You and me are chums. Thought that was clear.
Careful, or I'll start believing that. You won't be able to get rid of me.
I'll survive, I'm sure.
We just had
Whatever
Judy, now
goodwill you might
Elizabeth.
feel, I'm sure you won't turn down one of the best sniper rifles on the West Coast. A Tektronica Grad. You saw it in action already. That and the gratitude of the Caldos.
Sounds fancy.
Once you have it in hand, fancy all of a sudden becomes kick-ass. Let's go. Mitch will walk you through the details.
Mitchell. Well, it's gonna.
Oh, B. Panam and V. What's going on there?
It's gonna end up being the same thing with Judy
After
right
what
here.
happened to Scorpion, she shows up here? Guess probably for Saul.
What'd
Ignore
you say
that.
about Punk?
Hey, Panam. Seriously? You really aim to do this?
Someone has to.
You know you have a piston missing, right?
Someone has to.
Yeah, and that someone's gonna be me. Because I gotta be the one to fix everyone's problems.
Where's Mitch? He was supposed to meet me here.
He'll be here any minute. Huh. You never mentioned seeking outside help.
We can use all the help we can get.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Quietly. An open assault would be suicide. Mitch is already setting up the recon. You'll sneak into the Wraiths camp while I cover you.
Going in quiet. Two's all you need.
It's not that I don't want to go to serve some Raffins up some justice. It's just...
Look around! The last attacks left barely half of us standing. Our supplies are stuck outside goddamn Reno, and our gear... Don't get me started.
Sounds like you already are started.
Creek, static. And I don't know if we're ever gonna find or fashion a paddle. Try as we might.
Leader gets nabbed and you what? Hope for the best? Rather not think about what you do for the ones at the bottom of your food chain.
You're asking for trouble.
Leave it! She has a right not to understand.
There's Mitch.
Mitchell.
I floated a drone over the Wraith's camp. Will you take a look, or would you rather keep mouthing off?
Rude.
Mitch, how you been?
Wishing duct tape could right all the world's wrongs? And hey, it shouldn't be me occupying your thoughts, but Saul.
Yeah, but I don't
Taking
know
a
him.
look or not?
Let's see what we got here.
The Raffins can't see it. Active camo, but that practically inhales battery juice, so make it quick.
Oh,
They found an
God.
abandoned cement plant to squat in, with a massive heavy gear.
We know what happened last time we had to
Locust
do
would be a
this.
better name for them. They fly into a place, strip it of all it's got, then move on. But this time, do you see the wall? They've added some
Yes.
primitive security measures. It points to them aiming to stay longer. The question is why? Who knows for sure, but I would guess that Saul is part of the reason.
That is in fact a gate.
If he's still there, we have to find a way inside. That guard post is probably connected to the rest of the camp.
Our way in?
Come on.
Maybe,
Stop.
but there are also breaches in the wall. Lightly guarded sections.
Stop. Oh my God. I'll never know. I mean, they said quietly. Yeah, I don't really do that. We go in loud and proud.
Do you see the tracks?
No. Yes.
Tire tracks. Their vehicles were moving heavy freight.
Alright.
It could have been equipment. Either that or Saul's not their only prisoner. The tracks lead to the truck. Can you scan it?
I mean, I could, but I'm still trying to scan these people that I've been trying to scan for 7 years. Trying to make sure we know what we're up against here. We don't want no surprises if we're going in quiet.
That's probably the one they kept Saul in.
Jeez, there's a lot of people in here.
The main building. There. Saul must be inside.
Quite a spread. Be like looking for a diamond in a hailstorm.
If they haven't scrapped and gutted the place for parts, you could access the local camnet. You would just need to find the control room.
Don't see your boy.
The skywalk. It connects the garage to the main structure.
Okay, got some stuff to work with now.
Not really.
Is everything clear?
Not really.
Let's sum things up just to be sure.
Sheesh. Okay. The Raffins captured Saul.
Mm-hmm.
They're holding him somewhere inside their base.
Mm-hmm.
We are the cavalry riding to the rescue, hoping to make it in time.
Uh-huh.
You will strive to slip into the camp while I cover you, but we'll let bullets fly only as a last resort. They are many, we are few, so we'll need to look for any chance to gain the upper hand. You will pull Saul out, and the three of us will ride away at top speed. All clear now?
I was just,
Let's go get Saul.
making sure everyone was
Mitch, is the van primed?
in sync.
I did what I could. Take a tour.
You know, it's better safe than sorry. I want one of these big trucks.
Solid job.
I mostly improvised, actually.
Either way, it'll have to do.
Hold on a minute, I got one more thing.
Yeah,
If you
what's up?
find Saul hasn't flatlined, you'll probably need this. Spike Superjet, a Rhino dose. It should speed up Saul's central pump.
Hope so. Doubt I could carry him on my back.
So that should be everything. V, will you ride with me?
Yeah, of course I'm going with you.
Okay, you take the wheel.
Yeah.
Want me driving?
Yep, I need to fiddle with my scope a bit.
You already know how it is going to go. 2 kilometers. Gee, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. We even have a radio in here. Take it for a spin if you like.
We only listen to this station.
I still can't believe he let himself get captured.
He's done.
Anyone else? But Saul?
Said yourself he's not at the top of his form.
Yes, but moving civilians across the border during a bombardment? Hijacking a petrochem tanker? Opening the valves? Cranking a few figure eights to set the desert ablaze and give the kids a fun show? That's the Saul I remember.
All had our idols.
I know. It's just...
It's just what? It's just what? Turn. Oh, this thing does not turn at all.
Holy... Do you see that? That is one hell of a storm!
Looking bad.
Oh, it's bad in more than its look. We have to move quickly.
That's not good.
We need to hide the car. Park beside that outcrop. Okay, out. I'll find a place to roost and keep you in sight. You just watch yourself down there.
Roger that. Well, from the looks of it, to the left was the easiest way in. There was only one dude there. So we're going in the left. Did it keep the people marked? What a shocker. It didn't. Alright.
Alright, I'm in position. I have you in range.
You know what would be a good idea? Let's try something. This weapon... No, not that weapon. It won't work with that one. This weapon. With a non-lethal mod. And a suppressor. 2.5, 2.52. Let's try a different type of thing. Let's go with this. Hello? That's just not what I had. Interesting. So now, they shouldn't hear us. So if we get into any kind of situation, we should have an easy way of avoiding it. Silent and non-deadly. Okay, what the heck? I'm not opening that, you crazy?
Careful! There's a sniper perched in the tower.
What tower?
Okay, main building. Watch for vermin. Saul is somewhere inside. I feel it in my bones.
How?
Remember what I told you. Find the control room and you'll gain access to the security cams.
Now, buddy. Is there anywhere to dump him here? Yes, right there. Perfect. We don't want any issues here. We just need to get in, get out. While also stealing their money. 55 1C 7A. 55 1C 7A 7A. 55 1C 7A 7A. 55 1C. Local network, surveillance system. That's him, alright.
Panam. Found Saul, I think. Locked in the cellar.
How is he?
He's not dead.
Hard to say. Too dark.
Okay, get down there and get him. Maybe we made it in time.
He's not dead, we're fine. We got some people. I didn't like the sound of that. Get me back in here. Local network, surveillance system, off. Files. Current needs. Limbs. Nice. Messages. Scouting report. Okay. Regarding the breaker, okay. I'm assuming that's not real. Yeah, this is just junk mail. Alright. Nice shotgun that we don't want. So how the heck do I get down there? Actually, you know what would be a good idea? It just didn't do anything. Like, if I could just drop down right here. Okay, okay. Do not. Oh, God. That was extremely close. He turned the opposite way. I don't think there was anyone down. Never mind. Now, buddy. Hello.
Right. Think I got eyes on him.
Is he?
Breathing? Think so.
Good. Grab him and get out of there.
Alright, Saul. I got you. But I gotta get the stuff first. You know how it is. You know how it be. Oh. See? See? If we just went for him, he wouldn't have gotten that.
Saul?
Do you have my goddamn cigar?
Your cigar?
I told you, sons of bitches. A cigar, some ice-cold hooch, and a couple of ladies to keep me company. Either that, or you can kiss my keister.
Easy, Saul. I'm here with Pan Am.
Pan Am? But she left.
Not forever. Gonna get you out.
Yeah, not yet.
I remember. You're that merc.
Bro. Yes, I am, but chill.
Can you walk?
Fuck! Something is out of whack.
You're pretty badly beat. Probably could use this.
Oh, yeah.
So, how is he?
Time to don my dancing shoes.
Seems not bad at all. Demanded a cigar and some companions.
That does sound like Saul. Now get yourselves out of there.
On our way out now.
Find a safe way.
Engine. I'll be right there.
You. Got by the posted guards.
Uh-huh. And if we can be just as sly together, might get out without firing a shot.
Exactly. There should be a quick exit out of the cellar.
Hopefully there's no more of these. I don't want to have to keep going and then eventually have to turn around because I'm not high enough level. Come on, Soul. You mean to tell me I could have just come in through this way? What the heck? Bro. Come on. Well, that was easy.
That storm is picking up steam.
Good. It'll cover our tracks.
You have anything to say?
Anyway, we have good reason not to head straight back to camp.
There's no need to play it safe. We'll just burn time.
Better late and safe than dead.
I absolutely hate this song. Thank you. Skip.
Do you see those buildings? We'll wait it out there.
I remember this place. It should be safe, at least for now. Inside, quick! I need to catch my breath.
Would you were out there for like 2 milliseconds? Nice place.
Just in time for dinner.
Not hungry. I just swallowed a pound of sand.
Did it taste yummy?
Looks like we're in for the night. A little power might be useful. Could you help me look, V? I'll search in here.
Breaker, breaker.
Hey, it worked! We have lights!
Look at me knowing things. No, I don't want to look in the mirror. I want that. I'm stuck. No. I'm stuck again. I can't jump. There we go.
Damn, it's getting cold.
You just like to
I
complain.
tried to get us some heat in here, but no luck. Can you check it? Might have the magic touch. Actually, you know what? Check the fuse outside. It might have come loose.
We were just
If
complaining
so,
about how
just
bad
whack
it
it back in
was.
place and I'll get this junk burning.
Right. Give me a sec.
Thank you. If Saul freezes to death, it will have been a wasted day.
Let's not insult them. Even though we should. Bro, why can't you jump? The riders on the storm. Questionable whiskey.
See what I see? Expiration date's from before the last war, so hopefully it hasn't turned to poison. Today's our lucky day.
Lucky. Interesting choice of words.
Do I hear a lecture coming on? Go on, get off your feet. It could be hours.
No, no lecture. But we do need to talk. That raid's crap. It shouldn't have happened. They wanted everything. Our camp locations, routes, offloading points. If they knew what state we're in, 1 or 2 more raids and that'd be the end of us. And if you had mounted a raid of your own, well, that would have been the end of me.
See that? Clenched teeth, furrowed brow. It's his way of saying thanks.
We've had our spats.
A few, like any family.
They're not worth digging up.
I think so too.
If you'd like to come back, everyone will be waiting. Arms open wide. But there will have to be changes. No more jumping to the front of the line.
And so it begins.
You know what's coming. Bigger fucking problems. Maybe a war. We can't hope to handle the Raffens alone.
So you would sell us out to Biotechnica? Vade, tell him it's a damn rotten idea.
Sure.
Gotta agree with Pen M. Sounds like a truly shitty idea.
Thanks.
What could you possibly know about it?
I have no idea.
Know what I always liked about nomads? Your taste, no, hunger for freedom. Not easy to come by in Night City. Corp's got their grubby claws and everything. And I just can't believe you'd hand them what you hold to be most precious.
Thank you, V. I could not have said it better.
You know what, sweetheart? We'll have plenty of time to tear at each other's throats later.
That is my hope.
But right now, I wouldn't mind catching a few winks.
Need help?
Fuck off. Huh. Do you know what they call these storms in North Africa? Haboobs. Damn, I love that word.
Okay.
Well, what was that about?
Two haboobs.
Yeah. Two haboobs. Ugh. Now that packs octane. Funny.
What is?
I rarely sleep with a roof overhead, yet this will be the second time with you. When you're on the road day into night into day, your butt basically fusing with your seat, you forget what it's like.
And? Think this is any better?
No, just different. Yeah, this would make for a decent little motel, wouldn't it? Little fireplace, booze. Grumpy guy at reception is the one thing missing.
We got a grumpy guy there.
Have everything you need, ma'am?
Mm-hmm. I couldn't ask for more.
How's your whiskey, ma'am?
Warm. Subtle metallic aftertaste. Bold, yet smooth. 4 out of 5 stars.
Ma'am, I'm sure you'd be cozier with your
Bad
shoes
idea.
off.
After a full day in them, I'd fear a health code violation.
Nonsense. After a day as full as today, you deserve to kick back.
Oh? And what did you have in mind?
You choose.
Here at the Independent, California, customer satisfaction is job 1. Your wish is our command.
I would settle for a soft pillow.
Might prove hard to come by.
We'll see. You know what? We better get some sleep. That was a damn long day. And V, I am glad you came. It meant a lot to me. Do you hear that?
Nope.
Mm-hmm. The wind has waned. I can't speak for Haboobs, but when a Chinook rolls rough and rowdy across the plain, I sure can't get any shut-eye. Not a wink.
That was quick.
On behalf of the staff of the Independent California Motel, I wish you all sweet dreams.
Talk with Pan Am. Where's this guy at? Guess he's not in here. Open up.
Look who's alive.
Hey, did you sleep all right?
Good work, V. Old style raid.
Saul doing all right?
Cracked skull, 6 busted ribs, bruised kidneys, but he's back at it, bossing folk every which way. You?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta agree now. Next time I choose the motel.
If there is such a time. Well, I slept like a puppy. That's a cozy shoulder you have there. It's too bad I better get rolling in a minute.
Hang on. Thought you were headed back to the Aldecaldos. Staying with the clan.
That remains so. Come on.
Where are we going? Where are you taking me?
Last night, when we were talking to Saul, thanks for standing up for me. Though, one thing. The Wraiths, the raid, it's the start of something we need to prepare for. Saul will get everything set up in camp. Whereas
you...
The Raffins wanted to know our roots, right? Well, it's the Aldecaldos' turn. Some recon is in order. One more thing. Your compensation. Please take care of her. She served me well.
Ooh.
Putting her in good hands, Panam.
I know.
Nice.
So, thank you. Once again.
Glad I could help. Glad I did.
Take care of yourself.
You too, Panam.
And remember, I'm indebted.
Okay, back to town, V. Headed up to here with this gusty outback.
True. Pretty true.
I don't know, I think I liked it better up north. Less sand and all. Can't remember feeling so itchy.
How you feeling?
Free. No better feeling in the world.
You all bury the hatchet with Panam?
I'd say it was more like a battle axe. These things, they're tough to bury, and even tougher to keep buried. But I'm optimistic. Her heart seems like it's in the right place.
Know why I read? Because only fiction's capable of conjuring up any kind of sense about this world.
That's nice.
Better start heading out.
Yeah, same goes for us.
Only once a radiator gets a breather.
Thanks, V. What you did for me, I'll never forget it.
You better not. I expect to be able to call on you, sir. Alright. That's cool. Well, another semi-shortish, I think. But, I don't want to start a whole new thing. But I'm guessing that'll end up being... Well, we need to do these. These 3 things. That's what we were supposed to do now, or today, but didn't. All because of the whole Judy thing, and then because of the whole Pan Am thing. So, this is what's going to be on the agenda as far as now. But by the time we get to that, I'll probably get called from someone else. But anyway, for now we're done. So we... out.